Hi, good morning, welcome to another sunny hot day in Chesterfield. The temperature is about 23 degrees at the moment and it's set to peak at around about 26. So I thought I'd start the filming a bit earlier rather than do it in the heat of the day. Thanks for people that have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and check out some more videos. What I'm going to look at today are the auto feeders that I've got. The floors, the against, how to set them up and what they actually give you. One of the big benefits from having an auto feeder is if you're at work during the day, you can make sure that your fish are getting regular feeds throughout the day and you can continue feeding when you come home. That way the fish are fed regular, often, and there's no massive issues with the filter system because it's getting the fish waste on a regular basis as well. Where if you feed them when you come home from work at night, they're getting all the food of the day in one set lump, and they're then all going to eat at the same time, they're then going to poop at the same time, so your filter's going to have an input of waste to deal with. Where with the auto feeder, if you feed consistently through the day, it keeps the waste at a manageable level. I've got 3 in use at the moment. There's this one behind me that you can see, it's the Cloverleaf auto feeder, I think that's the medium, and then I've got 2 smalls on the fry vats. We'll look at them in turn and you can make your own mind up whether you need one, whether you want one, whether they're just a luxury item. Like I always say, it's what best suits your needs, your setup and your finances. I'm normally at work during the day for 8-9 hours, so I'd feed them before I went to work and when I come home from work, and in the 8-9 hours in between they'd only get what they can find naturally in the pond. With the feeder they're getting food every 2 hours. Let's have a close look. So what we've got in the outdoor koi fry vat is the auto feeder. Have a quick look at what it is, how it works and how good it is. It's a Cloverleaf, I think this is a small. So what we've got is an outdoor IP enclosure. In there I've got a 13 amp double socket with the spare socket which has currently got the power pack plugged into it and the timer. I'll show the timer in more detail in a minute. What we've got is this 13 amp timer. Quite simple, it just plugs into the mains and then you set the time and date. The beauty of the timer is you can have 8 program sets on any variation of 7 days a week. So what I will do is have it just 7 days a week, feeding from 6 AM every 2 hours through till 8 PM at night, and then you can vary the length of feeds from, I don't know, 1 second up to 1 hour, whatever you want, as long as you want. But I think I'm going to have to play about with it and work out. It might be between 5 and 10 seconds and then how much food drops, but we'll set it up and test it. So first things first, make sure the time's correct and the date, which it is. And then you have to forgive me on this because I'm working through the lens and I can't take what you do. So currently it's set to come on Sunday every day at 6 AM and go off. What I'm going to do is set it to 5 seconds. So let's go in reach through to 5 seconds and press program. Then it goes on 8 o'clock and goes off at 5 seconds past. 10 o'clock, 5 seconds past. 12 o'clock, 10 seconds, give them good feed at dinner. 2 o'clock, that's 6 seconds, so we'll be right, we'll make it 5 seconds on each. o'clock. 5 seconds again. O'clock. And this is 6 seconds, so I'll go through that round till 5 seconds. And then last feed 8 o'clock for 5 seconds. When you're happy with that, you hit the clock and you see it's already on auto, so that's basically all you need to do to set it up. Plug it in. If for whatever reason the power to the socket goes off, it will not do a feed. Otherwise it will feed every 2 hours as programmed. You can alter different days. If weekends you want to feed more yourself than this, you can change Saturdays and Sundays to different time settings. Quite easy. Then you just plug the transformer for the power pack for the feeder in there. There's a carrot. I'll put it all back together now and then I'll put some food in and do the test. I'm not sure what sound we're going to pick up because I've got the waterfall right close to it, so I might get a bit of background noise. But let's have a go with it. Not sure if you can hear that, but that's actually running at the moment. So you can see that gear wheel inside turning slowly. That's what we're going to put a mix of that in. It's some 3ml aqua source high growth, high quality koi food with prebiotics. That's the small sizes. This is 3ml. Not sure if you can see that. Yeah, you can. And we mix some of that 3ml in. And mix it in with some koi growth 44% protein and 3ml pellets. We'll switch it on and let it prime through, and then we'll see how much it chucks in 5 seconds. And that's how it's put in 5 seconds. I can weigh that. I've just weighed that, and that's 9 grams of food that's gone in. So in theory, 8 feeds, 9 grams, 72 grams of food a day. roughly. There's a 10-second one in there, so you're probably cooking 80 grams of food in total. So I'll try that for a bit, take the other one off and then leave it to a manual feed. So I know these guys will eat anything and everything that's chucked in. That's a small Cloverleaf automatic feeder. So what we'll do now is the same as what we've got in the indoor koi vat. So it's the same timer, the same food, the same setup and everything. And I've just measured it, and I'm getting about 9 or 10 grams per feed. So I've just snapped it back a second and tried it, and I seem to be very happy with it. So I now know they'll get regular food, and I can just top up with any treats or anything else. There are a couple of smaller ones in here than the other tank, so I've still got some 2ml food that I have to sprinkle in. We'll see how that goes for a bit. While I'm down here, I thought I may as well just give it a quick filter clean and a miniature water change. So this is a Pondxpert 6500 SpinClean Auto. This is what we need to do to clean it. There's two ways of cleaning it. There's the economical version, or there's the larger version. I'm just going to do an economical one. So all I need to do is turn this to divert the water. The buzzer kicks in, then knock off the pump. So what's happening is inside there, inside the filter unit, there's some gears going around that's squeezing the sponges, and the natural effect of the water going through it under gravity is flushing out the debris. Normally takes maybe 1 to 2 minutes depending on how dirty it is, and then we get a large long beep and we can switch the pump back on to flush it out again, and away we go. Normally it loses probably 2-3 inch of water, but we'll see. I'll just speed this bit up until we get the buzzer. And that's the buzzer. So what we do then, turn the pump back on just to flush out any last minute bits that are collected near the outlet. Pump's up to speed. Turn it back to there. The water then diverts back to the waterfall. And that's how much water I need to replace. So I'll trickle feed that in over the next 2 or 3 hours with the chlorinator. And again, job the carrot. Just to summarise on the Cloverleaf feeders, they come in 3 different sizes, small, medium and large, and I think they cater for 5 litres, 10 litres and 20 litres. Like I say, the beauty of that is if you fill the feeder up and set it correctly and you go on holiday, you know that your fish are going to get fed regularly while you're on holiday. You can set the programmer from 1 second upwards, and for example the feeder behind me feeds 6ml pellets, and on a 10-second feed it will drop 15 grams of food. So you can adjust that, you can set out your feeding plan for the fish, and you can make sure that you don't overload your filter or spike your filter with ammonia or nitrites. They are IP55 rated, and they come with a bracket so you can secure them and fix them securely so they don't get knocked off the weather or any other accidents. Thanks a lot for watching the video. If you've got any comments, please ask the questions in the comments below. If you've got any issues, if you've got anything you want to raise, please contact me by all means. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe, hit the like button, hit the dislike button, and again, thanks for watching. Happy ponding.